American media outlets have announced that the White House said that the Israel-Lebanon ceasefire will extend until February 18th. The White House also confirmed that Lebanon, Israel and the U.S. will initiate negotiations to secure the release of Lebanese detainees captured after October 7th of 2023. The U.S. emphasized the importance of extending the ceasefire and welcomed Israel's partial withdrawal from central Lebanon. However, Israel's Security Cabinet approved maintaining forces in parts of southern Lebanon beyond the withdrawal deadline. Lebanese President Joseph Aoun met with caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati to discuss developments in southern Lebanon and ongoing efforts to ensure the completion of Israel's withdrawal from occupied towns and villages. Meanwhile, the Lebanese news agency reported a growing influx of citizens returning to towns and villages in the western and central sectors, particularly Bin Shbail. The Lebanese army has intensified its presence in these areas, while UNIFIL forces continue patrolling southern Lebanon to maintain stability. UNIFIL has warned of the fragile and volatile situation in southern Lebanon as Israel's 60-day deadline to withdraw from Lebanese territory approaches its end. UNIFIL spokesperson Andrea Tenetti reported daily violations of the November 27, 2024 ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hezbollah, which mandated Israel's withdrawal from Lebanon by this Sunday. Despite the Israeli forces will remain in southern Lebanon, according to Prime Minister Netanyahu's office. Tenetti condemned Israel's actions, citing violations of UN Resolution 1701, and urged all parties to uphold the ceasefire to ensure stability and support the Lebanese army's deployment. The Lebanese Ministry of Health has reported the deaths of 2 individuals and injuries to 17 others after Israeli forces opened fire on citizens attempting to return to their towns in southern Lebanon. The Israeli military announced a redeployment in various locations in the south, claiming the move aims to facilitate the effective deployment of the Lebanese army and dismantle Hezbollah's infrastructure in the region. Hezbollah's Deputy Secretary General Sheikh Naim Qasim has announced that Israel is responsible for the assassination of a party official in the western Bekaa region last week. In a speech, he further confirmed that internal investigations are ongoing to uncover further details surrounding the incident. Qasim accused Israel of deploying 75,000 soldiers in Lebanon, asserting its military superiority over Hezbollah. Despite affirming 1,350 ceasefire violations by Israel, he affirmed Hezbollah's commitment to the agreement but rejected any extension for Israel's withdrawal. Israeli government spokesman David Minster has called on Hezbollah to withdraw beyond the Litani River. Minster emphasized that Israeli forces will remain stationed at the Lebanese border. The defense minister, Israel Katz, affirmed Israel's commitment to the ceasefire in Lebanon and Gaza, while facilitating displaced Gazans' return north. Katz warned that anyone defying Israeli forces will face consequences, stressing Tel Aviv's refusal to revert to the pre-October 7th status quo. Israeli Knesset member Benny Gantz has stated that the Israeli army must remain in southern Lebanon until all agreement conditions are fulfilled to protect northern residents. Gantz called for expanding ground and air operations in Lebanon, emphasizing that Israel would not allow any forces to establish themselves along its borders. Gantz reiterated Israel's commitment to safeguarding Hezbollah's residents, not Kafr Kella, and vowed to maintain security without reverting to past vulnerabilities. France's foreign ministry has urged Israeli forces to withdraw south of the Blue Line and hand control to the northern region to the Lebanese army. Expressing concern over casualties from Israeli operations in Lebanon, the ministry emphasized its ongoing efforts with international partners to enforce the ceasefire agreement. France called on all parties to honor commitments, highlighting the importance of de-escalation and adherence to agreements for regional stability.